Stop financing terrorism. Join Terror-Free Energy Coalition. Visit www.terrorfreeoil.org.
Walid Shoebat, he is former PLO terrorist and author of Why I Left Jihad. Walid, how am I wrong here?
You're not wrong at all. As a matter of fact, you're going to be blamed as being an Islamophobe like myself. But let's not
I've already been in that club.
Let's not forget the Nazi phobes were right. No one argues with them then.
Right.
The world is trying to pressure the Pope to apologize for some fact of history he mentioned. However, where's the apologies by the Turks for all the churches they converted to mosques? 20,000 were demonstrating in Hagia Sophia, which was a church, by the way. Is there any recognition of Cyprus by Turkey? Any recognition of the Holocaust and the genocide of the massacres of Smyrna and the Armenian Holocaust that happened?
All right, let me take you here for a second. Let me take you to the Prime Minister in Turkey, because, you know, you can talk about the Holocaust that has happened, but let's talk about current events right now. This Prime Minister, this is a guy who's been in jail relatively recently. Why?
Well, he made a statement, his Mein Kampf. He said the mosques are our barracks, the domes are our helmets, the minarets are our bayonets, and the faithful are our soldiers. This, by essence, he is trying to plunge Turkey back to the Islamic era of being the Ottoman Caliphate. Let's not forget, there is a rift between Iran and Turkey. Who's going to become the superpower in the Middle East? Iran looks like the superpower right now, and Turkey is not going to stand by watching Iran becoming a superpower. So it's going to try to plunge back Turkey into the Islamic fundamentalist. 85% of the Muslim world is Sunni. So the Sunnis are not going to just stand by as well, watching Iran becoming a superpower. So the competition continues, but the point is, who is going to represent Islam? So it's going to have to go towards the Dark Ages, because the Ottoman Empire was the wounded head of the Caliphate. That's where it has to start. Let's not also forget there was demonstrations by the Palestinians in Gaza calling the Ottoman Empire to reestablish the Caliphate as well.
Right. Some people would say that Turkey and their possible entrance into the EU is almost a Trojan horse, because there is some sort of mandate. Maybe you can clear this up. I was just told just today there's some sort of mandate, Glenn, where 20%, if the population is 20% in Europe of Muslim, there's a mandate where they have to try to change the law over to Sharia law.
That's true? That's very true. Look at what happened in Lebanon. You look at what's going on in France. You look at what's going on in Europe. The Pope, the Catholics choosing this Pope and making his statements clear, what his opinion about Islam is saving Europe from plunging into becoming part of the Islamic Empire. He's taking a good stand. He's standing for Christians. Let's not forget, Glenn, I'm a Christian. I converted from Islam. I have no rights to survive in the Muslim world.
Right.
America and the West is the only place we can survive.
What happens if, God forbid, something happens to the Pope?
Well, I think the West will finally wake up. It'd be a tragic occasion, but the West will wake up and smell the hummus, as I say. If you don't know what hummus is, I'll give you a great recipe. The thing that surprises me is that Mein Kampf, still a bestseller, the last couple of years. Bestseller. 100,000 copies sold last year. And I tell that to people and they say, oh, well, it's just a book. What should that tell people when you see Mein Kampf as a bestseller in Turkey? What should that say to us? That should tell us that Islamism is on the rise in Turkey, especially when they show movies as well, The Valley of the Wolves, portraying Americans as evil and wicked. The same trend that's happening in the Middle East is happening in Turkey, and its influence over the CIS nations is also a danger as well. Let's not forget Turkey has pipelines and has control over pipelines. So it has a tremendous clout in the Middle East. It is the largest country, strongest country in the Sunni world, and the Sunni world is going to look towards Turkey to reestablish a caliphate from there as well.
Walid, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Stop financing terrorism. Join Terror-Free Energy Coalition. Visit www.terrorfreeoil.org.